Okay, welcome back to another Rhino League. Going to be running 4 colours through this time. This is the challenge winning list from the past weekend, piloted by Malagrinja. So going to be trying this. Congratulations to them for the good finish. So it's very similar to Team of Rhinos that we've been playing quite a bit of, but you kind of lose some of the flex slots with Season Pyromancer, things like that, and you get. And we also lose 4 Brazen Borrower, but we get 4 Leyline Binding, which kind of does the same thing as Borrower, just dealing with problematic permanents. And we also get 3 more Cascaders and 3 copies of Ardent Plea. That's the big change. We lose out on some flexibility, maybe some different threats. You haven't got the quite as good backup plan with beating down with Brazen Borrower and things, but you do get these powerful cards to make yourself more consistently cascading on turn 3 and to be dealing with problematic permanents. So sideboard pretty similar. You can't run Blood Moon, given that we're now in 4 colours, so everything else is exactly the same, but we changed 3 Blood Moons for another Gemstone Caverns to try and be on the quote-unquote play, and 2 Subtleties just quite good in some matchups. So going to give this a go. Rhinos is going to be my deck of choice, I think, for the upcoming Axion Now Mega Modern. Just need to decide how many colours we're going to run. Going to be at least 3. Going to be Teamer or Teamer with white, I think. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you very much to everyone that subscribed. We are very close to 500 subscribers now, so that's absolutely fantastic. Does mean a lot. Would be great to get there soon. And yeah, let's get into some Rhinos. Okay, so we've got, if we were on the play, I'd consider keeping this, but 5 lands, yeah, I think we want to mulligan that. It does have a Cascader in. This hand is also not great. We can Gemstone Caverns on 1, but then that it doesn't help with Leyline Binding. We'd have Leyline Binding on turn 3. We can't force. Yeah, we have to mulligan this one as well. This one's a lot better, so you can keep this. We'll put, I think, Forest and probably just Force. I think we want to keep the lands. Don't want to get mana screwed. Yeah, just going to try and go Ice into Violent Outburst. Could have kept the Force and ditched the land, but we are at risk then. Okay, Springleaf Drum. So don't know that we'd want the Force in a matchup like this. Okay, we'll just play the Triome. Pass the turn. Springleaf Drum, so Fire might be a good card to have here. Okay, Urza Saga. So I'm not sure what this is just yet. Haywire Might. Guess that's free to play. Okay, Paladin. So this is Hammer. So I think what we're going to do is just go land, and then we're just going to kill the... I think we have to just kill this. I think we could kill it in response to a hammer next turn, but I think here we're gonna play around things like Blacksmith Skill. Because Urza Saga is going to go off in a turn or 2 anyway as well. Okay, there's Sigarda's Aid, so a little bit punished here for our line. Although there wasn't much else to be doing. Okay, so we're going to go and fetch a basic Forest unless we find Leyline Binding. Okay, opponent, I'm surprised they attacked with the Haywire Might, because now they can't make a token. Maybe they don't care. So we would have to block here. They could animate the Can they animate the Nexus and give it flying? So they animate Nexus. Oh yeah, of course they can. There's the hammer. Yeah, they can just give it flying again. Okay, so dead on turn 4. We hadn't got a very good hand. Don't think we showed them too much. They'll probably twig that we're Rhinos, but got some sideboard options here. Okay, so pretty easy sideboarding here. We usually go force of figure in, force of negation out. And I think that's all for now. Okay, so you see, unfortunately, another mulligan. This hand's got a lot of good stuff in, but we'd need lands. We could just, well, we could suspend, and we got this and this to take care of their creatures, but I think we want to be making land drops. This is a lot better. I think we'll just bottom the Rhinos here. Okay. See. We're a bit soft to Esper Sentinel. Would be good to find a force of vigor. So we'll go and fetch probably. What are we going to fetch? Actually, I think it's probably the non-Grixis Triome, whose name I forget, Indatha, because we're going to want double green in case we draw force. Maybe. No, need to make sure we can either fire or ice something. Hopefully they haven't got Esper Sentinel. No, they do. Okay, so I think we're just going to let them draw a card with that. Because we're going to have to let them draw a card with it at some point anyway. Okay, so Indatha is Planeswamp Forest. So we could do that and then get... We could just get Temple Garden. Let's just get Grixis Temple Garden, I think. We could get Planeswamp Forest. Yeah, let's just do that. Fury would be a good draw. Okay. Maybe we wait. Maybe we wait a turn to Sentinel to kill the Sentinel. I think we just have to kill it. I don't think we've got an option here. No, let me know what you usually do. I think here I just like killing the Sentinel. You know, we haven't got a removal spell for it. You know, we're probably going to have to let them draw a card from it at some point. We've got another ice, fire ice if we need it. You know, we could have waited, but then we just end up doing nothing. Okay, Stoneforge. We'll see what they get here. If they get Caldra, we will... Okay, they get Hammer. They could have Caldra in hand, but... Okay, Otawara is nice. So we'll just pass the turn here. Otawara is good because that is an out to Caldra. Could ice the Saga here. I don't think we want to do that. I think we need to get Rhinos down. Interesting, the Force of Vigor isn't a great draw at the moment. I mean, it's not bad, but we then need to rip another green land. I think our best draw, possibly more fire ice, wouldn't mind those. A Shardless Agent or something to make more Rhinos wouldn't go amiss. Dead Gone, something like... Yeah, Dead Gone actually, because then we could ice and Dead Gone. Okay, land from the opponent. They're putting in something. Okay, so they did have the Caldra, but next turn we can just Otawara that. This doesn't have Vigilance, so... We'd actually probably prefer them to Caldra here than put the Hammer in. Not put the Hammer in full stop, but... Yeah, I suppose here they're probably gonna have blacksmith skill as well. Okay, so we're going to attack here, I think. That's a good draw. So what we'll do is we'll just play out the gemstone caverns. We'll attack for 8. And then I think we can just hold up here. We've got you know, a range of things that we can do potentially. Gon can get rid of as a saga token. If they tap out here, we'll probably just use the dead to kill the Ornithopter. Or do we? No, I think that's fine actually. We'll just wait. I mean, before they can play a land is nice because then they can't blacksmith skill. But if they go for the attack with everything here, oh, they could get Shadow Spear. Okay, they get the Shadow Spear. They're at 8 though. Fire Ice also able to deal them damage. So I think they probably do have blacksmith skill, which is quite an annoying one for them to have. They're going to attack. We quite want them to attack here. Okay, so I think we'll return the germ to be Otawara. We could go ice the germ. Yeah, let's go. What if we deal them damage and then try and bounce blockers? Pretty confident they've got blacksmith skill here. Let's try and get rid of this, I think. Okay, so here's the blacksmith skill. Okay. Ardent Plea. So we could go land, Ardent Plea, make a load of rhinos, attack. We could try and attack. I think we need to hold up ice. Ardent Plea, play Otawara, I think is probably the way, but then we can't attack. Or we could ice this, but then no, we're going to need to ice whatever they Shadow Spear, I think. So we'll play the land, play Ardent Plea. Just try and get enough rhinos to overwhelm them next turn. So we can't attack with any rhinos here. Hopefully they haven't got another blacksmith skill. Okay, Inkmoth Nexus. Okay, Stoneforge is okay. They get Batterskull. Okay, that's pretty rough actually. Did not expect that. That's actually quite a problem. We can tap the Batterskull. We can attack for 16. We'll see what they do here. Okay, so we can attack for 16, tap the Batter Skull, they block. One deals nothing, another one deals nothing. We get through with 8. Potentially. Okay, we can't do anything there. Binding is a really good draw. That probably wins us the game. No, okay. So, what can we do here? That's a rough draw. So if we attack with everything, they put in Batter Skull. We tap Batter Skull. They go block, block. Oh yeah, we haven't got lethal. Trouble is, Batter Skull's got vigilance as well. We could try and tap into something. So we go ice the land, ice something. No, I don't think so. I think we'll play the land and then we will probably use the ice at the end of the opponent's turn. Depending on what they do. Yeah, Bad Skull not certainly not staple in the Hammer Time lists. We know they've got a hammer in hand. I mean, if they find like the enchantment, then we're just pretty dead. Sigala's Aid. That's really good for us. Okay, so we just ice here. Okay, and then we draw Fury. Yeah, that probably wins us the game. Oh, well, we don't know yet, but we can go. We need to go and get another red, more red mana, so we're going to get Steam Vents here. Actually, no, we need. Yeah, let's get Stomping Ground, because if we draw Force of Vigor, that's also really good. I think we need to win the game this turn. We can kill both Stoneforge Mystics, and that should be lethal. Okay. So actually we kill Ornithopter Stoneforge Mystic, which shrinks this. Okay, so 2 damage here, 2 damage here. And then we just attack with everything and get through for enough damage. Yep. Opponent goes block, block, takes like 11. Okay, bit surprised the opponent went for that. We have so much bounce and stuff in our deck. But yeah, we get there. Okay, so do we want Gemstone Caverns? I think we probably want Gemstone Caverns in. So what do we take out for it? Possibly Become Immense. Yeah, let's do that. Or no, we'll leave in a Become Immense, take out a land maybe. Which land though? Maybe Basic? Some sort of Basic. They're not running Blood Moon. We'll take out Basic Island, given that we don't run many island. You know, we've taken out the Forces, which are double blue. So yeah, we'll just do that. And this is a really nice hand. 3 Cascaders. So yeah, we're gonna Gemstone Caverns. We're gonna put the Ardent. We're gonna exile the Ardent Plea, I think. So we'll go Gemstone Caverns. Could exile the tap land is also a potential, but I think we'll keep the lands. Okay, Inkmoth Nexus. If we draw a land, we can ice that this turn. Okay, that's a good draw. Okay, so I think we're just going land pass. And then we can go Cicada's Aid. That's scary. So now we need to go... Okay, so we'll go land... Pass. See what the opponent does. We could ice their Nexus in upkeep. I don't think we want to do that. But if they go to equip, we can potentially kill it with ice, or we could go... or we could tap it. They could go for it here. Okay, so I think we're gonna make some Rhinos here. So Plain Swamp Forest. So we could do with Island and Mountain. I think we'll just get the Steam Vent so that if we draw Leyline Binding, we can cast it cheaply. So we'll make 8 power here. Force of Vigor, probably our best draw. Also don't mind more copies of Fire Ice. Yep, that's fine. Shock in. Yep, just going to try and tempo them out now. Oh. They could make the Nexus here. Question is, do we ice in upkeep? Probably not. Okay. So they animate. So they might have double blacksmith skill. So we definitely wait for them to attack here. We'll probably actually just take one infect if they don't want to do anything. Okay, so with that on the stack, we'll go fire, deal this one. They could have blacksmith skill, but we've got another fire. Oh, accidentally dealt that 1 damage. Should have dealt. So the opponent should have been at 1 fewer life. Okay, so I think we should be okay now. We cast Shardless Agent, make 10 more power on the ground, and we can hold up Dead Gone as well. Okay, so green, blue 1. Yeah, the power of Gemstone Caverns, pretty good. Okay, yeah, happy with that. Good to get a win against Hammer Time round 1. See you for the next round. Right, on the play here for round number 2, and this sounds good. We can go Misty Rainforest. If we have to Dead Gone something, we can just fetch a Steam Vents. If not, we can just fetch the Grixis Triome. But either of those will let us cast Binding on 2. Okay, Flooded Strand, not sure exactly what we're against yet, but we'll yeah, we'll get this. Okay. So, are we going to play the Triome or are we going to save it for cycling? I think we'll just play it. Yeah, we can still hold up Dead Gone here. Okay, Railgun Triome. Looks like a Renin 6. Okay, so we're probably going to kill that. Probably just going to Fury that. Is it worth Furying that? Don't think so. I think we're just going to make some Rhinos. You know, this kind of deck, is it? It's Kahira, so it's probably control. They might be playing Teferi next turn, in which case they'll bounce a Rhino and we can just kind of kill both Planeswalkers. Don't know, maybe we were meant to kill Brendan 6 there. Okay, no Teferi. It could be Prismatic Ending. Okay, so they're Prismatic Ending a Rhino. Maybe we were meant to do that. Another Crashing Footfalls is not great. See what? Let's attack Ren. How afraid of Supreme Verdict are we? I think we'll attack Ren and then just Violent Outburst to kill it. This way we don't lose a card. We don't have to 2-for-1 ourselves. The opponent could Solitude, I guess. We'll just suspend. The games might go a bit longer. I don't know, maybe that we should have put them to 13 because they would have been nearly dead next turn. Risen Reef. Okay, so it's elementals. So they could Solitude or Fury here. Maybe you should have killed. Maybe we should have just attacked them. Okay, Ardent Please, no good. So we'll just attack with everything here. No blocks. I wonder if we're meant to save. No, I think we'll just go kill this. Because if they go Omnath, we'd want to do that anyway. Yeah, we can suspend another one. Like, Omnath's the biggest problem here. But if we draw certain fetch lands, I think most... No, if we draw like an untapped red source, we can Fury and Omnath. Okay, unfortunately it is Omnath. So let's see what they cast here. Probably like a Solitude. It's very Time Raveler. Okay. It's the second Teferi or Tawara. Okay, so could really do. I guess we can cast Ardent Plea here if we don't find anything. Ugh. Oh, actually, that's quite good because now we just go Fury, exile this. We'll kill Omnath. When are our Rhinos coming down? We've got a couple of turns. Why don't we go Ardent Plea? No, I think we have to kill the Teferi. I don't think it's worth playing Ardent Plea yet. don't know, represent something different. Yeah, we have to kill the Teferi here, because if they, you know, if we attack them and then they go Solitude, we're just in such bad shape because none of our Rhinos can come off suspend. Opponent's got 6 cards in hand though. Another Risen Reef. Would have been really nice to have not drawn that other Footfall, so he could have gone Ardent Plea last turn into... Oh, another Omnath. I think they've played a land, but if they hit, they could hit one off this. They don't. It's getting near the point now where this game's over. Omnath's just such a problem for us. Let's see what we draw. So we draw Misty, which isn't very good. We'll play it. We're going to Ardent Plea here. You know, we can't cascade through anything, but we had some good draws there. Something like Leyline Binding would have been good. Leyline Binding would have been really good, actually. Okay, so we'll attack here for 5. Put them to 2. But the trouble is they can gain 8 life a turn or something daft. 7 life. Play a fetch in their turn. Huh, I would have conceded to a Teferi there. Okay, gain some life. Fetching now. I guess they could play Kahira. Get Kahira, play Kahira, attack us for 5, 6, 7. Probably also concede to a Fury. Yeah, we can't come back from this. The opponent's just drawing so many cards with these Risen Reefs. I think this matchup's pretty rough. Let's see what we've got in the sideboard. Okay, so I think we're just going to bring in Subtleties and Disputes. I think Become Immense is a liability if they're running Solitude. I think we can cut... Well, Deadgon is good against Risen Reef. I think we can maybe cut some of those and then maybe a Fury. We need to keep the Force in, I think, for Teferi. Yeah, I think that's okay. I don't think we want to keep the Deadgons in just for Risen Reef. I think I'd like to get rid of Force, but I think it's probably a necessary evil. Purely because of Teferi. Maybe not on the play, but... Okay. Let's see. We've got enough lands. Having 2... Plainswamp Forest. So we've got Delirium as... Not Delirium, I keep saying that. We've got 2 Rhinos in hand, but I think that's okay. I think we can just about keep this. You know, turn 2 we can suspend. And then, yeah, we can't cast the Subtlety either, but I think this is okay. Yeah, we've got turn 3 Rhinos. So we draw Misty Rainforest. Okay, so that's not bad. We could double suspend here. So we're going to have double blue. We're definitely suspending at least one. I think we will suspend the other. So we're going to have double blue. What else did we bring in? Mystical Dispute. So we don't need any more blue really, but maybe we get Breeding Pool. Actually, double red for Fury is not bad later. Yeah, let's just grab Stomping Ground. Suspend twice. And next turn, we'll shock in Steam Vents. If they go Wrenn and 6 here, can't run in 6. In fact, we're probably just going to sorcery speed. Yeah, I think we'll just sorcery speed it. Just to play around. You know, the opponent doesn't have blue mana at the moment. This way we get to play around. Flusterstorm, Spell Pierce, that kind of thing. Okay, I'll Damri's Call. Okay, so Fury. If they have Fury Ephemerate, then we're pretty screwed. Maybe we should have played around that. Okay, yeah, that's a lesson. We should play around Fury Ephemerate here because we've got instant speed. And given the lands that they fetch, we possibly could have foreseen that they were going to. Okay, Risen Reef. Okay, so no land though. So no Ephemerate up at the moment. We've got Subtlety available next turn. Okay, they evoke a Fury. Okay. They're kind of ramping here. They get to kill a Rhino. Okay. So we get to make some Rhinos in a couple of turns. Fire Ice is pretty good. But we're not going to kill the Risen Reef because we want to make sure we can subtlety an Omnath here, or a Solitude, or a Fury. Okay, this looks like Omnath, which is actually quite good for us. So we'll go and grab Breeding Pool. Subtlety, put Omnath on top. Then we can attack for 7. They put it on the bottom, so that probably indicates they have another one. Or they're just going to Prismatic Ending one and they needed to fetch. Okay, so that's fine. So this coming turn, I think we're just going to ice Hallowed Fountain. Because that cuts them off blue mana potentially for Omnath or Teferi. I think so. Let's go ice here. Oh, Solitude's a problem as well. I guess they could Solitude now, get rid of our Subtlety. Mystical Dispute is actually a really good draw there. We can deal with a Teferi. If they go Teferi, bounce, or whatever, we can just Ottawara it in our upkeep. Okay, they go to 4. Just Dispute here. Okay. So that was pretty good. Don't think the opponent's out of it here, but close to being. Subtlety was really good there. So this matchup, I think we do want to bring in the Gemstone Caverns. We can probably afford to cut a basic. Probably basic Forest. We haven't got any Endurances in the deck, so I think we'll go with that. I think this revolves around us being quick rather than necessarily trying to grind the game out. So yeah, we'll go with that. Well, this plan definitely definitely lets us be quick. We get to gemstone. We've got 4 cascaders in. I think we're just going to pitch a violent outburst here, so we can go. Shardless Agent obviously makes more power. So it depends what the opponent does here. Okay, so we draw another land. So I think we'll just go Flooded Strand, pass. Drawing an ice would have been really, really nice there. If they go red and 6, we'll go Shardless Agent. Okay, just not doing anything, so we'll hold up Violent Outburst. So we'll go and grab, what's this? Plain Swamp Forest. So if we grab that one, that's fine. Okay, another Misty. We haven't drawn any spells, but we could just go Misty here. Yeah, that's fine. So we don't want to. Yeah, I don't think we want to do anything drastic here. Maybe we're meant to do this in upkeep before they can go red and 6, hold up Flusterstorm. Cavern of Souls, Elemental. We're definitely going for it here. Maybe we should have kept both Violent Outbursts. Yikes. Okay, well, we'll go for one here. I think. Okay, I think here we'll just grab Island. Go Violent Outburst. Yeah, we have to at some point. So we'll make the Rhinos. Then we'll bash in. The opponent will probably try and... Oh, need to draw some spells. I guess the opponent could take 8 here. Okay. We'll just play Shardless Agent. Make some more Rhinos. Play a Breeding Pool tapped. Pass the turn. We really need to draw some spells. Mystical Dispute, Subtlety. Probably not Force at this point. Yeah, any interaction. Fire Ice would be fine as well. Maybe we should have Shocked In to represent. No, Shocking In to represent. Mystical Dispute doesn't do anything here because I've got Cavern of Souls. Okay, they are fetching. So Omnath is the problem here. The Stone Brain. Oh, crikey. Okay, well they're going to choose Crashing Footfalls, so they get all of our footfalls out. We attack for 10. We'll play Shardless Agent. Stone Brain's an interesting one. I hadn't considered that in 4 colour. I guess just because they can't run like Necromancer type effects. This 4 mana though. We've drawn another land. You know, we'll play this out. I don't think they're likely to run. Yeah, I don't think they're likely to run. What's it called? Supreme Verdict. I don't think that's very likely in the Elementals list. So the probable turn here is Omnath fetch land, which, I mean, definitely claws them back in. Solitude is also good. It is Omnath. Fetchland Solitude is probably game over. Fetchland Fury also probably game over. Okay, Otawara, so they go to 12. We're attacking for 12. So they don't have a fetch land in hand. We're paying costs of something. Well, maybe they've got Solitude. We need to draw spells is what we need. That is a good spell to draw. This. Oh, we get there. Well, I mean, obviously that's a very good top deck. At this point, we had some good top decks here. Leyline Binding, Furies. Actually, that's probably about it. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's the first spell we've drawn all game, so we had to draw one at some point. Okay, well, very good to get the win there. See you for the next round. Right, back for round what is actually number 4. Apologies, managed to forget to press record for round number 3. It's a shame. It was a good match up against Scam. We're going to keep this hand, but yeah, we managed to win round 3 against Scam in two close games. Pretty back and forth, but I think the matchup's fairly good. Okay, so this hand's good. We're just going to go. Yeah, probably go and get Triome into shock for fire ice. We can force here if we need to, but we'll force a Sigarda's Aid. Okay, that's pretty good for us. We can just Fury all of that. Right, so we want to be able to binding. So what we're going to do is we'll get Planeswalk Forest. Yeah, so we'll get that, and then we'll get Steam Vents. Wouldn't mind finding another red card or a land. Okay, that's good. Let's go land. Weirdly here, we're going to get rid of Violent Outburst so that we can tap a land to try and find our yeah, try and find. We can tap their land, which puts them back a lot because they've only got 1. And also it draws the card to try and find our third land. So we're going to get Steam Vents here. Then next turn, try and go Charlotte's Agent. Right, let's go Ice. Ice the Plains. And we do find our land, which is really good. We can force here, but I don't think there's much we'd want to force. Wouldn't mind finding a blue card here. Okay, Flooded Strand. So we'll play that one. We'll actually just get Island here. You know, save our life total a little bit. So it's possible that we die, I think, if they... Oh, or is it? If they go... They have to go land... Hammer... No. Not quite. Because the opponent won't have enough mana to give this flying as well. They could go land, Sigarda, Hammer... Oh, no, they can't even attack with it, I don't think, so... Always just very conscious that the hammer deck can just kill you out of nowhere. Stoneforge. If they get Caldra, I think we just let it go. If they get Caldra, we're just binding it. Okay. So play this. Attack for 10. Then we'll let the opponent... Well, it kind of time walks them if they just hold up Stoneforge Mystic. We could just binding here. But I think we'd rather just binding the Caldra. See. Okay, so they put Caldra in, probably. Maybe we weren't meant to do that because if they now have Blacksmith skill. Oh no, we've got Force Negation for Blacksmith skill. Okay, so we win the game this turn. Okay. Yeah, we can just go binding. So we'll probably here get rid of the... Yeah, so it doesn't matter in this case, but I don't think it matters in general much, but we probably get rid of the Germ. The opponent's less... they might have something that destroys our Leyline Binding. They might have Otawara or Haywire. I've seen some splash for Haywire Might and stuff like that, so... Don't want Caldra coming back. Okay, so against Hammer, we saw they were blue-white. Okay, so I think Force for Force is the usual go-to here. Then again, I think we can probably bring Gemstone Caverns in on the draw for Otawara's good. Like the basics are quite good. Let's just cut a fetch land, maybe. Try that. Also lets us potentially, if we open with Gemstone Caverns, lets us get ahead of a what's it called? Esper Sentinel. This hand is close, but it doesn't have red mana in, so kind of mulligan. This is great. So we'll keep this. We'll put... can we afford to Gemstone Caverns here? I think so. So we'll put a land back. Are we going to Gemstone? I think so. Just get rid of Fire Ice, probably. I think is probably fine. You know, we'll make Rhinos on turn 2, and if we ever find a... Yeah, if we ever find a... another green spell, like that one. If they play Saga here, might go Force of Vigor. Yeah, if they play Saga, we'll force. I think. Actually, I think we're forcing just about anything. Okay. Let's see if they go for the hammer here. We want them to. Okay, so we'll just go force. We're going to destroy, I think, definitely the Sentinel and the Cigar. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You know, the opponent doesn't currently have mana for pure steel. Maybe we should have destroyed hammer. Let's go and grab, that can grab steam vents, or can it grab Temple Garden? Yeah, we'll just do this into Temple Garden. Okay, so that's a pretty good turn for us. Opponent's got 3 cards left in hand. We're going to go and get Temple Garden. Yep. And then make 10 power. Pass the turn. So, yeah, I think getting rid of those 2 is fine. There could have been an argument for getting rid of hammer, Sagada's Aid, but I think this is better. So here we're not going to suspend the footfalls in case we draw another force. Okay, so no land from the opponent. Okay, Leyline Binding means we can just... I was going to be a little bit cautious. Just in case of some sort of kill with Inkmoth Nexus. So here, it's tempting to Binding the Giver of Runes right now. Solitude. Okay, so this leaves the opponent with nothing in hand. So they're going to Solitude a Rhino. We could crash it. We could suspend here. But I don't think that's what we want to do. I think we'd rather save Binding for... yeah, we're going to save Binding for like a hammer or Sagada's Aid or something. I think that's fine. You know, we're still attacking him for 6 a turn. Solitude pitching Sagada's Aid. That's not, you know, it's okay against us. Okay, Flooded Strand, so we can now suspend the footfalls. Yeah, there's no point in, because if we find Force of Vigor, we can now just cast it. Okay, attack. Okay. Okay, that's quite... I guess that's quite annoying. They could block the Rhino, again, give it protection. Are we okay with this? Or do we want to now Binding... Maybe we Okay, Saga is bad. So if we just go... I think now we have to Binding the Giver if they're just going to keep doing that. We need to race them. You know, a top decked Sigarda's Aid. Okay, we'll go and get... Okay, we're not going to get the Triome. We'll grab... Doesn't really matter here. We'll grab a Breeding Pool. Doesn't matter because we've got the Gemstone Caverns. Ugh. Really need to draw something here. Okay, they get a 6. Yeah, maybe that Binding... This is going to be a... Depends what they draw. If they draw a land, they can make this block the Rhino. They've drawn some sort of spell. We really could... Oh, we've got Rhinos on suspend as well. Well, that's really good. Okay, so we'll attack with everything. They're going to make a token that's a 3/3. We'll Binding it, I think. So Binding this, they go to 1, they make another token. Yeah, we're going to Binding. I think. I think that's fine. The other alternative is to wait, but then they block the Shard's Aid. Oh, maybe we were meant to wait and make them block. Okay, opponent goes to 3. So yeah, the problem is Shadow Spear. So if they float mana, find a plains. Okay, opponent decides to pack it in. We drew quite well. Okay, we're a couple of ways away from dead gone, but yeah. Okay, so we're 4-0, which is obviously fantastic. See you for the 5th and final round, playing for the trophy. Okay, on the draw here for round number 5. I think we can just about keep this. Would be nicer to be on the play, but then again, it always is. What have they revealed? Gigantha. So this could be like a breach deck. Okay, that's a good draw. I think we're just going to go... I think we'll go Foothills. We'll go and get a Triome. Probably just the Grixis Triome, and then we can shock in the Temple Garden. That allows us to play either Fire Ice or Binding next turn. Fire Ice is so good. Got the Become Immense here, so good time to test that out. Maybe I haven't been giving it a fair chance. Just been seems to have been deciding it out quite a lot. Yeah, maybe we should be keeping it in, but don't know. If you've had any experience with Become Immense, do let me know. Right, Sacred Foundry. Okay, so this could well be Zoo. Okay, so we're just going to... Ooh, so actually here we can save some life. So if we go and get this Triome and then the other Triome, we can save some life points here. Ottawa is a good draw. So let's go and get the Grixis Triome. So we're going to do this at sorcery speed because this deck sometimes runs Stubborn Denial, and it would be really bad to get Stubborn Denialed here. Okay. Right, so they're fetching breeding pool untapped. Okay, the brawler, which is fine. So they could have thingy here. I think we're just going to go Shardless Agent. Yep, so let's go green, blue, 1. So this tapping this way means they probably have Leyline Binding. Oh, Leyline Binding, our Leyline Binding. Okay. That's interesting. So now we're not going to... we could Fury this down. What if we go Fury, Pitch, Fire, Ice, take the damage, go to 11, then we're not dead to double Tribal Flames. But then also Fire, Ice and Become Immense next turn is really good. We don't really want to take... No, I think I'm gonna Fury here. Just kill the brawler. I just don't think we want to take that much damage. I think we're just taking Territorial Carvu damage here. Because if we block in any sort of capacity, so let's say we double block and they have Leyline Binding, we lose both our Rhinos, so I think we just take it. Become Immense is lethal here. Hopefully it is play like some stuff and pass. We've got 2 cards in hand. Oh, that's really... Okay, so we now pretty much win the game because we can go land, attack with everything. If they don't block one of the Rhinos... Okay, so that's 10, so we'll just go Become Immense, a Rhino. Okay, well, Become Immense does do good work here. Yeah, that was pretty good. It really helped us. I think we would have probably gone for it there anyway, but yeah, I think that's okay. Right, let's see what we want to sideboard. I think we want to go Subtlety and maybe a couple of Mystical Disputes. Force Negation doesn't really do anything. We could consider Force of Vigor. Is Dead Gone that good? I mean, it bounces stuff, but it can't kill any of their creatures, I don't think. It doesn't kill Carvu. I mean, you can turn 1 kill a wild and a cattle. I guess bouncing something like... I think I'm going to cut at least one of those. Are we going to go up Gemstone Caverns? I think so. On the play. Maybe get rid... They're not going to be running Blood Moon effects, so we'll just trim a Wooded Foothills. Maybe bring in another dispute. Disputes are for Stubborn Denial, Remand type effects. Maybe we bring in 1 Force of Vigor. It kills the dragon. It doesn't do much else though. Maybe we do keep in all the Dead Gones. But it just seems so awkward against... Yeah, I think, okay. I think that's okay. Yeah, it can be okay. Right, so we have Gemstone Caverns here. This hand looks fine. We can actually double Dead Gone on turn 1 if we need to. On turn 2. Actually, our turn 1. Yeah, it is our turn 1. So we'll keep this. With Gemstone Caverns. Okay, we'll put a Triome on the bottom. So we kind of want them to go fetch, play Nakatel here. Then we go Dead Gone, we kill it, and then... Okay, well, it's not that. Oh, Ragavan's also fine. Okay, yeah, that's good for us. Dead, kill this. Okay, that's why Dead Gone stays in. Okay, so we'll play a land and pass. I think we can probably get basic here, and then just fetch the other colours with these. Just don't want to take loads and loads of damage. Ice. Okay, so they are running Stubborn Denial, but getting the stub out of their hand is pretty good. We don't actually have anything going on now, though. They've kept a 1 land up by the look of it. Well, I mean, there's pretty good draws, and then, I mean, yeah, that's just the absolute nuts, right? Yeah, let's go basic forest. Make 10 power. Opponent stuck on 1 land. We make 10 power on turn 2. Pretty busted. Yeah, and we get there. Okay, well, yeah, completing another 5-0. That felt really, really good. Yeah, that felt absolutely solid. Become Immense came up once, I think, in that game against Zoo. Yeah, not sure if I like it or if it should be. It could be the 4th Ardent Plea. It could be an Arcane Proxy. It could be a Murktide Regent. It could be Seasoned Pyromancer. It could be any of those things. So, yeah, bit of a flex slot really. But yeah, really, really, really happy. The sideboard, the subtleties actually came in really well today. And Leyline Binding, so yeah, really happy with those. And yeah, I think I'll be considering the Become Immense as the only thing I'd be thinking about changing. But yeah, really happy with that result. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Please do subscribe if you did, and yeah, see you next time for some more Rhinos. Cheers.